Hey guys, what's up? Shin055 here. We're doing another how to draw video. It's on Rosie the Rascal. But before I start, I did get a a question on like how my videos, my how to draw videos are set up. Because someone asked, I'm sorry, I forgot who requested this. I forgot to write it down before I hit record. So anyway, I'm doing this kind of vloggy video and I'm going to show you guys my setup. So basically, I'm going to flip this thing around. Basically, this is my setup. This is my little drawing desk. As you can see, I have a lamp for extra light, and I also have the light on. So you want as much light as possible on the picture. And basically, I'm using the camera that I record, but I basically put on that little tripod, put it down, just point the camera down at the picture, and just start drawing. It's not a very hard setup to draw. Or like complicated. It's literally just a little tripod, camera, and little desk lamp that lights up the picture. And yeah, and it's easy. I got like both my free hands now, because when I started, I just started drawing with like a camera in my hand and then drawing with the other hand, and it was awful. But now they're slightly better. So anyway, this is pretty much my setup. Again, nothing fancy, just mini tripod for the camera, lamp, light, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, for the tripod, useful tip, because this thing is actually really loose. The small one's like the little ball thing on there. When you put the camera on, it just kind of like falls down like that. Little pro tip, I use a kneaded eraser to kind of like go like smush under it, so like when you put it down, it doesn't fall. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Anyway, yeah, so let's go back to our regularly scheduled how to draw drawing. Alright, see you then. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little extra bonus behind the scenes of how I make how to draw videos. Yeah, so anyway, today's video is on Rosie the Rascal. This was requested by Aurora the Hedgehog Super Shadow. Thank you very much for your request. I hope you enjoy it, and Rosie the Rascal is actually pretty fun to draw. If you don't know, she's basically just a crazier evil Amy. So, as you can see from the picture, she's not all there. She doesn't have all of the marbles. But anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna be drawing Rosie today. So get your pencils ready and let's just jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Rosie the Rascal, I'm going to move, my camera charging, so like the cord's in the way. But anyway, so to start off drawing Rosie, we're going to draw a big circle, like every other picture we've ever drawn ever. Just draw a big circle. This is going to be her head. So yeah, something like that. And we could draw the crosshairs, and she's looking straight on, so it'd be right in the middle, and then she's kind of looking up. So the crosshair will go up like this, and then she'll have another little circle. This is going to be like her shoulder, and her arm curves in this way, and has like a big bend to it too. And then her body gesture line is kind of like this, and then I can kind of fill it in. It kind of goes in like this, and then like curves in and in. Like this little bean type shape. And then she has her skirt, which kind of goes around like this. And then she has her legs, which kind of curve in, like this will be one, this will be the second one. And then she'll have like a circle for the shoe. And then I'll go over another big little part for like the sole of the shoe, and I'll kind of go up over here like this. And this shoe's a little bit more head on, but still slightly to the side, so I'll start back here. And then another little circle for like the sock area, and this kind of goes up and in, kind of like that. Another thing here. And again, as you see like how I'm drawing the gesture, it's just like I'm just kind of putting in shapes that like kind of take the volume. Like this is going to be like the wrist part of her glove, and then her hand's going to be about here, And then her other arm's going to be under here. Another wrist part, another hand. And again, we're not going to follow this completely. But I'll have like the hammer is just a straight parallel line. And pretty much just this big shape for the hammer. But yeah, that's pretty much the gesture we're going to go with. Nothing too complicated. And it's light enough and just suggestive enough just so we could really get in there. So I'm going to start off with her face. And very similar to like Sonic and all others, we're going to start off with kind of like a curve line here. And then it goes straight up, kind of like that. And then wraps around and in. And then same thing for this line here. It's kind of goes straight up, over and in, like that. And then her nose kind of is this big curve line that goes underneath her eyebrows here. And it just kind of curves up and down. And then around like that. Same thing here. And around. Now you could draw on her smile, which is two curved lines here and here, where like this kind of goes up again. And then kind of like a straight, kind of like a cat's, like it goes down and up and down and over. And then another line here that just kind of goes around like this. So you get like this big open mouth. And then you could draw two little spikes at the end here and here. And then a curve line going across. This will be her teeth. And then another kind of curve line going across here. Like that. And you could draw her tongue, which is a curve line. And then just another little curve line that goes over it like that. And if you want to, you can kind of shade in the black part of the mouth. It does help stuff stick out a little bit more. So just quickly doing that. So like the inside of her mouth will be black. Once you get that down, you draw on her nose, which is just a big circle with a little half circle in here. And you could shade that in. And then her eyes are these little ovals. So you just draw a little circle, another little circle, like that. And then like another little circle inside. And then you just kind of shade that in. Again, the smaller the eyes, the crazier the expression. So this looks kind of insane. But after you get that down, you can kind of draw on her hair, which is a big, just kind of spike going down like this. And it curves up. And this is almost identical to kind of Amy's. She has the 3 spikes. Because again, necessarily, she is Amy just from like an evil parallel universe where everyone's like evil. And then you can draw on her eyebrow, which kind of curves up a little bit, and then just follows the eye line like this. And then be another one here. And then you can draw on her eyelashes, which basically go off here, and you just draw on 2 spikes. Just kind of connect to the eye. And again, you could shade this in as well, because this would all be black. Like that. And now you can draw on her ear, which it's just basically it's basically like a triangle like this with no bottom, and then another triangle with a bottom. And then if you want to, you can draw a little curved line so it goes in a little bit. Like that. And now you can draw in her headband, which is just kind of like again, another curved line that goes into a spike and curves back around like that. And now we can draw on her spikes, which are going to get covered up a lot by the hammer. But it's basically the same as Sonic. This is the big difference between Amy and Rosie. Is the fact that Rosie has Sonic spikes, so it just kind of goes into 3 kind of quills here. Like that. And just erase the overlap. Where like Amy has like, kind of like her hair goes down. Rosie just has Sonic spikes. So there's that. And now we can draw in, we just kind of go into detail with her dress. It's pretty simple, but basically you draw a big circle here, kind of following the gesture we made. But then here, you just kind of draw a curve line like this. And then then another line that starts about here and curves over and in. And then a curve line here. And you want to curve it in here, like you don't want this to be like one big shape, just show like folds. And then you draw on her arm, which would curve kind of like this. Then draw a little curve line here. And we're actually just going to go into the hand. So, very similar to like Sonic, you kind of do like the check mark, you go in, check mark, go around, check mark, and then go in like that. And you can kind of draw on her thumb, or just her whole hand. So basically what happens is, you draw a curved line curving out like this, and then you immediately curve it in, out, and kind of like over, and then down. So you get kind of like this weird shape like that. And then you kind of draw here a curved line, like this, and it kind of goes out and in. So you kind of get like a little bump here, and then it just kind of straightens out and then curves back into the wrist, like that. Again, this might be a little bit too curvy. But there's that, and again, drawing it this way, I realized the hammer's off, but that's okay, because that was just a gesture, and this is the real drawing, so that's the point of the gesture. The gesture's there just to have you get an idea. You don't have to follow it the whole time. That's fine, the hammer's not that hard to draw. But once we get that arm down, we can kind of draw on the rest of her body before we finish that off. Basically just draw a curve line that curves over and then in. And then here you draw a curve line going in, kind of another curve line like curving down like this, and then in. And then this just kind of follows it up. So it just shows like there's a bend in her back. And then for the skirt, the easiest way to do it is kind of draw like this curve line like this that goes up and down, and then kind of goes up and then stops. And you just kind of curve it in like that. And then on the top of the parts here, you just kind of curve it in to the dress like that. And then here, there'd be another curve line going up and down. Just kind of curves in. And then on the bottoms here, you just draw, kind of round it off here and here, just to show a little bit of depth. Again, it's not that complicated, but it's a little tricky. Maybe take a couple attempts. Once you get that down, you draw on her feet. Just kind of just two parallel lines here, like that. And a curve line here. And then just a nice big oval around it, like that. And you're just kind of draw this bean type shape. It's kind of like the tongue of her shoe, but it's on like a weird angle, so it just kind of ends up looking like this bean. It looks better on this shoe, but here just kind of like you get this kind of bean type shape. And then curve line that curves down and in like this. And then we basically just follow the shoe shape we have, like this, like that. And then be a curve line going in like this. And then like a little, this part will be like white, just like a little U shape. And then you can draw on the sole of the shoe that goes down here. It's basically just a little line that follows the bottom of the shoe. And then for this one, we're going to just draw, again, two little parallel lines for the legs, a little curve line. And this is where we draw the tongue in, where it makes a little bit more sense. So basically just draw a big curve line like this. Then you curve it in and down, like that. So you get kind of like a loaf of bread looking thing. And then you draw a little curve line here. And that's kind of like the tongue. A little rounded off circle here. and then line that curves in like this, and then again you guys kind of follow the shoe shape that we kind of gestured in, and then a nice big U, and then the sole of the shoe on the bottom here, like that. Painless. Alright, now we can finish off her other arm. And again, since her arm's kind of facing, or her hand's kind of facing this way, we're going to have to adjust the hammer. So basically, you're going to draw two parallel lines, like this. And on the bottom, you'll kind of round it out. And then just draw a little kind of rounded square here. Like, you don't want to keep it sharp, just kind of soft on the edges. And then a little curve line here. And now we can draw on our other hand, which I like to start off with the thumb. And basically just kind of starts off as a curve line, then curves in and down like this. Getting a little curve here. That'll be her palm. Something like that. And then you can just draw these just kind of ovals type shapes. There'll be three of them like this, and then like she's keeping her pinky out over here. So this one would be kind of like a U shape going off. And then kind of where the line is for the hammer handle, just going to draw little curve lines like this on the knuckles. And then just kind of wrap it around. So it's kind of like she's holding it. Like that. And then again, check mark, go around, check mark. Like that. For the glove, same shape we made up here. You just do it down here now. And then this arm kind of curves up and over like that. And you can kind of draw in a little circle here to show like the other part of her sleeve, or her shoulder part of her dress. Like that. And now to finish off the hammer. The hammer is actually pretty easy. Basically what you're going to draw is a straight line, or two parallel lines like this. Like that. And then you're going to draw this big kind of curve line that goes over. And then this big oval like this. So you get kind of like a drum shape or something, or like a tuna can looking shape. And then on that, you're going to draw another little curve line, and you're going to make like a cone. She has a spike at the end of her hammer, like that. And you can put a little rectangle on the bottom here, a nice little curve line here, like that. And then here, you draw a little curve line going up like this. And you basically get this shape, but it's going to get kind of cut off. So here would be like where the oval would be, and then like a straight line here. But again, it kind of gets cut off. And then you just kind of draw X's, which are just two like rectangles like this. You can fit in another one, which again, getting cut off because I didn't plan this out very well. And there'd be another spike on top of here, which would be the exact same shape of this right here, but just on top. And yeah, that's pretty much how you draw Rosie the Rascal. She's a little complicated, and I definitely would recommend using like a reference. I did when I drew this. I took it like straight off the comic book page. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, she's a fun character to draw just because she's like a crazier Amy. So it's kind of funny. She loves Sonic to death and wants to kill him. So that's cute. But anyway, this actually came out pretty much identical to the inked drawing. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. If you want a more inked version, that's right here. I pre-drew that before the video. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about Rosie here, if I didn't explain something clearly enough, please feel free to ask your question in the comments. I will try my best to reply back to you and answer your question. Other than that, if you have any requests, I do take requests, and the way they work is you leave your request in the comment section, and I put it on my How to Draw list, and then on Sunday when I make How to Draw videos, I randomly pick one off the list There's no order, there's no rhyme, there's no reason. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, yeah, that's the way that works. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, DeviantArt. Links in the description below. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you again, Aurora the Hedgehog, Super Shadow, for the request. This was a fun one. So, yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next draw video. Later. Bye-bye.